Ooh, it's been a while since I did this with the two streams. YouTube is freaking out. Please set the frame rate to 30. Oh, hell nah. Am I gonna end up with a 30 FPS stream? No, it says 60 FPS. What in the tarnation? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. It's supposed to. Well, let's see, I guess. Okay. Hope my browser doesn't crash. Yo. Nothing crashed. Yo. Scale to set the screen capture. What was I doing? Jeez. Right, I was gonna like look at the stream, see if it's broken. Well, there it's got 4K. It just didn't show up in this panel. All right, dude. Okay, whatever. It's so delayed. What about the last stream? Intersection depth testing. Do we get a 4K stream? We do not. So I literally have to use the high latency on YouTube in order to get a 4K stream. Unlucky. What Linux distribution are you using? Well, because you asked. Arch Linux. So my computer setup is kind of crazy. I have 3 monitors, and they're all 4K, and the middle one is bonkers. It's the LG Ultra Gear thing. So it's 4K at 240 FPS. Crazy. And I have 2 GPUs, which I sometimes use for AI, and it's originally I got the second GPU for GPU pass-through. So I would boot up a Windows virtual machine to do like Roblox work, but now I don't need that anymore. And so because I was prescient, I could foresee that having a lot of VRAM would be beneficial. I got the 12 gigabyte variant of the 3060, so I have 24 gigs of VRAM total, which is enough to run AI models locally. Weak, stupid AI models locally. But locally nonetheless. So, yeah. Oh. Oh, this song is great. Why is there no step up, step down in your Roblox B-Hop game? Because I didn't write it. I've thought about it before and like trying to come up with the best way to do it, but it's the same reason that there's no crouch, is that I couldn't think of an elegant way to implement it. Let's see if I can play the game. I want to play the game. This thing is down. Is it gonna work? Oh, let's go. They fixed it. Wow, that's a lot of lag. Can I actually play the game? Will it actually let me play the game on stream? Oh, that's a lot of bitrate. My stream is at 280 megabits. Ugh. You're using a cylinder hitbox, but why? Source Engine use access align bounding box hitbox. Because I misunderstood. I thought that Source Engine used a cylinder. I was playing on Gary's mod. I actually straight up didn't know. I started out hopping on Gary's mod. Access align bounding box would have been way easier. Originally, I was using a sphere is the word I'm looking for. What are you working on? Did I change the stream title? No, I did not. I'm working on the bug. It is, that stream title is so much more descriptive. Yeah, the bug. What the hell? Oh, these are players. Yeah, that's supposed to be my cursor in the center of the screen there. I'm hoping that's just a... No one has actually answered me yet. I'm hoping that's just a bug with this like Linux client for Roblox. Oh my god. What was the map I was playing yesterday? No, earlier than that. Maybe it's on the maps list. Jo. Let's go. I want to go here. Oh, it's this map. I have a 227. Hello, YouTube chatter. The latency of the stream is very high. I recommend going to Twitch. I'm streaming to YouTube mostly for the VOD. Because I really like the idea of having a 4K VOD. Okay. Oh. Alright. Oh, which way to go? What? Oh. Oh, I suck. And you can hear music on Twitch. Exactly. Some people say that Capsule is more stable for a hitbox than Access Line Bounding Box. Stable. I think that entirely depends on your physics system. Stable. What do you mean stable? You mean like not jittering and stuff? Yeah, that entirely depends on your physics system. If your physics system just sucks, it's just gonna suck regardless. If your physics system is great, you could just use anything and it'll work great, right? Okay, as you go over here. Oh, I do not know where I'm going. I remember the map, but like not completely to the... Okay. I remember grinding it. I remember that I did. Wow, that's a... You can't just hit the edge. Okay. Ugh. Damn. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna beat my time. It's interesting that, what the heck? I think I just surfed a bit. Yeah, so the Roblox hitbox, oh my god, it smells. The Roblox hitbox has, where'd my speed go? A rounded edge. So it's a cylinder with a rounded edge by 0.01 units. Oh dear, oh dear. I just suck. And I did that so that you could like step up on flush surfaces. So if they're like just a little bit not flush, oh wow, oh yeah, this map keeps going. Yeah, no wonder my time is so long. So if the surfaces are just a little bit not flush, then you would like bump your toe into it, even though it looks like you can walk across. But if there's a significant bump up, more than like 0.1 studs or so, it you have to jump over it. Step up would definitely fix that. But I never figured it out. I made this game 10 years ago. Wait, where are we? Is this? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to grind this game. Are you using Server Authority? Yes. I'm a bit confused on what Strafe Client is. There's Roblox B-Hop community using the Roblox engine, but then Strafe Client is a standalone game with Roblox utilities. Is that right? No, the Strafe Client is not like a released game. It's something I've been working on for 3 years, but I'm stuck on the bug. I'll show you. Strafe. Alright, so here it is. This is my game engine. So when I walk over here, you would expect to like, so if this is my hitbox, when I walk across the edge, I could like step out a bit, and then when the edge of my hitbox reaches the edge, then I would fall. But what happens instead is I fall before I reach the edge. That's the bug, and I haven't been able to fix it for 2 years. So what I found out here is that every single object has a different penetration depth. So look at this. So these numbers, this is like when I landed on it, it measured how far I was intersecting with the object, and it was 0. But then I jumped on it again, and it's not 0. This is a hex fixed point integer. No, fixed point number. It's an integer, but like you interpret some of the digits as the fractional part of the number, as opposed to floating point numbers where the decimal point moves. The decimal point is fixed on this number. You have exactly 3 decimals to work with, or like 16 decimals to work with. And I'm writing it in hex so I can write it out exactly, because if you try to write out the fractional part of the number in decimal, you can't write it exactly because the number exists in binary. So it's a number, I promise. And so every single different part I jump on, has a different distance. All of these should be 0. When I land on it, I should be like in contact with it at 0 units, but I'm not. And I just actually discovered this yesterday. The blurry crosshair seems like a sober issue. Nice. Okay. It's like that for every Roblox game. Okay. Have you had problems with internal edges when moving along and in close contact with a wall made of multiple adjacent parts? The character bounces at the internal seams. Yes. This was actually largely fixed by my map making community. So on Roblox, I guess okay. Thank you. I have a map submission website, and what it does is you can submit a map, or you can go to all the maps in the game, And I don't know. There's probably no. Okay. Voyage. What? Journey? There's no. Okay, whatever. This one. You can submit a map fix for a specific map, and then that shows up in here, and then it's like fixed ramps, right? And then there's staff that are volunteers that review and accept the map fixes, and essentially they were the ones that fixed that issue of like colliding with internal edges. So that's mainly a problem on surf. Like if we go to surf, I'm surfing. In new game will new interface. I have no interface right now. What is this? I don't know what I'm doing. 30 seconds. I suck at surf. Yeah. Do we have a Utopia server? Server's full. Unlucky. Do we have a second Utopia server? Unlucky. I do not have a lot of completion. What the hell is that? God, that must be awful. Who accepted that map? This map is pretty juicy. Yeah, I'm just gonna start a server. You know, game creator privileges. All right. Oh, this map is crazy hard. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Map Utopia. So I believe it actually happened. Well, actually, I don't know if it happened on this map. I was struggling to get to the map, but I didn't actually consider. So like, practice, fly. Okay. So like if we clip into the surf, it is made of multiple parts. That's just how it is on Roblox. You can't have, or I guess 10 years ago when I made the game, you couldn't have objects that were made of a mesh and then have Lua code that can see what the shape of the mesh is. It would just look like a big block to the code. And so you couldn't have like a ramp shape or any shape. You could only use the primitives like a wedge and a part and a few others. So people had to make all of the ramps with multiple parts. So it's a huge issue to have those inner surfaces that you can hit in the surf maps, and many maps were fixed on the map website, or not even with the map website. It was before the maps website. It was completely manual. Oh no, is this stream lagging with the game open? Yeah, so basically people would just send me, oh, it's so fun to stop flying and just have a billion speed. Hoo-yah. Yeah, people would send me the map fixes and I would manually add them to the game. And now there's this wonderful maps website. Yeah, so that was a huge issue. Because like what happened was the old physics was like correcting the position. You would teleport every frame. So like there's a game tick rate of 100 ticks per second. And so every game tick, it would go, all right, you're moving at 100 units per second. So in 0.01 seconds, you should move by 1 unit. And you just like teleport to the next spot and check around you. Are you intersecting with anything? Do I need to correct the position? And if you were like intersecting with something, it would push you out, right? So that's how it used to work. And so if there was multiple objects that had like interfaces, and you're like going down the surf, you would kind of like not hit the inside face because it would like sort of just push you out. So it was kind of like forgiving in terms of the physics. But the new physics is about 100 times more precise. The new physics, it's now like 3 years old. And then the Strafe client is 1,000,000 times more precise than that. So yeah, a bunch of maps that we're let's say poorly made, but it's more like the gameplay was forgiving, so you didn't need to reach that level of precision when you're map making. So lots and lots of maps needed to be updated so that instead of just like sitting like this, they extended the ramps so that they would intersect by a lot, so that when you catch the inside, you would hit the top surface rather than you would hit the front edge. And that's very good for Strafe client as well, which may also have those issues. When you're looking at the ramps, essentially, if you can see a tiny little bump, you would be able to feel that tiny little bump in the so-called new physics. Yeah, I was very proud of my accomplishments working on that. I'm really happy that I made this game better, the physics better. Hell yeah! Pat on the back, proud of you. Honestly, let's just play a little bit of surf. It feels like there's a little bit of latency, he said, while playing at 240 FPS. Oh. Oh dear. That's a... Oh. Okay, where are you supposed to go? Up? Oh, that's a surf. Okay. The gravity is so low. I was holding the wrong key here. Alright. Huh? I don't know where to go. Oh, that way. Okay. Oh, I like surfing. I don't actually. Oh. Uh. Well, huh? Okay, I don't know what to do, where to go. How long is this map? 26 seconds? I can do it. I believe. Alright, so we go up here, over there, huh? And then we go over here, and then we go in here. Okay. Over the mountain. Nice. That's cool. Neat. I'm exactly median time. Delete this map, bro. Seems like a complicated bug fix to fix without breaking other stuff. It's more like mentally modeling what's actually going on and coming up with an adequate solution is impossible for me. The main case that I want to solve, that I want to, why don't we just spectate? Lua's a little bit wibbly, you know. It figures itself out, but like, so the main case that I want to solve. Is when there's two flush surfaces that are actually exactly flush, but not part of the same object. So because of the way that the strafe client internally represents the physics contacts, it's as if one object has multiple flush surfaces within the same object, so you can like transfer onto the object. And I actually wrote code to do that worked. But what you can't do is transfer onto a flush surface on a different object. Wait a second. What if I just did that? What would that take? So just now I was thinking about what if I have global vertex IDs and then I check the global topology to see if they use the same vertices, but there's also the case where it's actually just intersecting surfaces and they don't share vertices, but they are mathematically flush. Right. So the solution that I've been reaching for is zero time collisions. And the idea is that as you walk, you fall off of this object, and in literally 0 seconds, you fall on to the other object. Why is it doing that? What's wrong with the stream? Is it like smooth and okay? What? It's just saying like encoding overloaded randomly. 1 mouse worth of mouse space. Stream is a bit buggy for me. Is it like stuttering, skipping? What about on Twitch? So the YouTube stream has a very high latency because it's 4K. I'm mainly just streaming to YouTube for the VOD, for the lulz. Hello, YouTube. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Twitch is more live. Skip and stutter. Yeah, YouTube kind of just has sucked always for live streaming. Okay, so what we saw before, these numbers that are not zero, what that means is that you are already inside the ground. So like you're not standing on the ground at exactly 0 units. You are slightly inside the ground. So if there's two flush surfaces here and you're standing on this one, but you're like inside of it, and you go here, you're just going to bump into it. Yeah. And if those two surfaces are within the same object, then it's actually impossible to hit the inner surface. There's no such thing as the inner surface. And so instead what happens is you never you're already inside it, so it doesn't start a new collision. So like the surface that you walk off of, you do fall off of that one, but the next one that's there doesn't trigger a new collision because you're already inside it. It only happens when you cross the threshold of like not being inside it to being inside it. And there's like no like catch code that's like, oh, we didn't catch your collision. Oh, we should have caught that. Because the goal for me is to make it perfect. And so if I can do minimal work and like not need catching code that that tries to catch mistakes because there are no mistakes, that would be the nicest. So yeah, so that's why the zero time are, that's why I think the zero time collisions aren't working. But the thing is, there is a zero distance guy. Okay. Real. Yes. Did I do good? Yeah! Twitch isn't lagging at all for me. Nice. Yeah, so $32 is pretty good. I mean, if I can do it, it's actually not pretty good. I'm not good at surf. Zoxian is pretty good at surf, but clearly he's like using a tiny mouse pad or something, and he's not at his home setup. Are you a bot sent by the government? Oh man. If only I was a bot sent by the government. Poke him a bit. Small desk. Play on the floor, yeah. So I'm not sure if I need to come up with a new solution. Oh yeah. So an insane idea that I came up with to try and make these numbers exactly zero, because I realized it basically can't be zero because Like, yes, it can be 0 for exactly level surfaces, but when you're on a surf ramp, um, the actual solved surface is kind of like a Minecraft hill with voxels, but at like a nanoscopic size, like nanometers. Um, and so you'll be like slightly above, slightly below the surface at different times. There's no exact positions that are on the surface. So then the insane idea was, what if uh, it you have a new coordinate system that's based on a point on the surface. So like, if this is your surf and you have like the XYZ, you just smack it on the surface, and like whatever your surface is, that's how you that's the new way that you measure your current position. And so you always have a 0 position relative to the surface on one of your coordinates, and you're exactly on the surface. But that would be nuts to code. And yeah, what I said yesterday is like it would like back me into a complexity I would dig myself further into the complexity hole. Yeah, that's a good idea. Go earlier. Oh wait, is it better to, I don't know. Oh my god. You have so much schmoose. You can just go like this. Easy. Alright. That's pretty easy. Surely jumping is better, because you like keep the speed the whole time. Yeah, you literally just go like that. Huh? What did I hit? What did I do? Yeah, so I need a solution. Wait. How okay, is there, okay, show triggers. Oh! All right, now the triggers are shown. Lag spike. That is laggy now. It's probably all the transparent surfaces. Ah, that's why. So there's a trigger just sitting there. Okay, and those are all triggers. Okay. Yeah, 60 frames per second. Right. Bruh. Make surf grow offline. What does that mean? What is the Joule V? What algorithms are you using for collisions? GJK, EPA, or something? In your strafe client, I only seen the Minkowski sum. It's an original algorithm. I'm doing parabolic mesh tracing. So GJK is insufficient for that. GJK is nice and fast for linear mesh tracing, but it doesn't work for parabolic mesh tracing. I was going straight for the gold medal. I wanted to make it perfect. How it works is it heavily leans on the Minkowski sum. And all of the algorithms are designed for a single mesh tracing with a point, and the Minkowski sum makes it so that it also works with two meshes. So we can just talk about the algorithm with one mesh. All right, here's the mesh. All right, hold on. Hi, I'm the guy. So how does the strafe client collision algorithm work? Well, the problem is you have a mesh and a trajectory that's a parabola, and you're trying to test when the parabola intersects with the mesh. So you could just like loop over the faces and like test each one and check which one the parabola intersects with. But you can't do that with a Minkowski sum because you don't know all the faces ahead of time, especially in like with like rotating objects and like dynamic positions and stuff. It would be slow to generate the entire mesh ahead of time and then only use a little bit of it, right? So instead, what I do is I trace the current closest point across the faces until it intersects with the trajectory. So like you can imagine starting over here, and on this face is the current closest point, and then as you move along the trajectory, it goes, ah, yes, we're transitioning to this edge, and then now this edge is the closest point, and then here it transitions to this face, and then so it traces like this, and then it hits. And that's how it works. I call it the face crawler algorithm. You can find that in the code. And that works with the Minkowski sum of two meshes because the Minkowski sum is implemented as a like sort of query of the mesh of like, hey mesh, what edges are around this vertex? And it'll be like, oh, well, there's this edge, and there's this edge. And oh, hey mesh, what faces are there on this edge? It'll say like, oh, well, there's this face and there's this face. So it's the same with the Minkowski sum. You just ask, hey Minkowski sum, on this edge, which faces are there? And it has to do like pretty complicated calculations to figure out which edges to use of the mesh and which ones are like sort of occluding the surface. Okay, why don't we explain what the Minkowski sum is? So this, just pretend this is a cube. I haven't solved it yet since I last scrambled it. Essentially, the Minkowski sum is two meshes added together. That's why it's called a sum. And you can imagine it sort of like inflating one mesh by another. So like the Minkowski sum will be like a bubble around this. So imagine the center point of this mesh, and imagine that tracing out a surface on the top here. So it like, if you're like drawing it in with a pencil, it forms a surface on the top, right? And that's the top surface of the Minkowski sum. And then when you trace it over here, that's another surface. When you trace it over here, so it's kind of like a shell around the other mesh. And it also works the other way around, right? You could imagine tracing out the center point of this mesh, and that traces out a different surface. Or it might actually trace out the same surface depending on the shape of the meshes. Like if there's two cubes, then obviously when you trace out one on the other, and then you trace this one on that one, it would actually form the same surface. That's what the Minkowski sum is. And that's now useful because like your mesh now has a bubble shield that's inflated by the size of the other mesh. So if I trace a single line and it hits the bubble shield, that's the same as if I had traced the mesh and the meshes collided. And that's what makes the Minkowski sum so useful. Yeah, so I can design these algorithms for a single mesh, but then they extend trivially to work with multiple meshes. All right, I gotta beat Zoxian. He's on 31. Damn. I do not have good control of my surfing. That's too high. It's not rocket science. It is pretty complicated. Arrgh, invisible. Invisible trigger is a huge L. This kind of sounds like Shack Attack. Oh, damn. This is Trammell Stark's weather scan music. Oh. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Whew. All right. All right. All right. Go flick early. Oh, I suck. No, you have to go over. Where's the end? Oh my god. You go here. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, bro. You gotta go over. No, no, no. What the? Oh, I went fast. All right. Chat, was fast a mistake? Oh. No. I suck. Damn. That seems slower. Yeah, so that's the thing. I got him, but flicking early is really smart there, cause like, if you have to go over the mountain and you flick late, now you're going like this, and you're like your crest is after the mountain. But if you flick early, then you can have your crest early, and you're already going down, and you can get a better time. Sure. Why don't we? I'm gonna zoink him. I'm just gonna keep going. You know what? I'm gonna change resolution so I can actually play the game. 1 second, please. Okay. Alright, does that work? Alright. That didn't help at all? My FPS in 1080p is the same as my FPS in 4K. Really, dude? Oh, I gain a bunch of FPS by just closing that. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I think that's better. It feels smoother. That was a bad landing. I suck! In Roblox Surf, you use a collision system similar to the Shift client. Similar, yes. Both of them are predicting when you're going to collide, handling it at the predicted time of collision, and then continuing on from there. As opposed to like correcting a teleport. So like one of the bugs in the old version of the physics was that you could clip through walls just by going fast enough, because like you're on this side and then you teleport to the other side and you're on the other side of the wall. But with this version, it's always tracing the path volume. It's impossible to go through a wall at any speed, even if you're going like a billion units. Which I'm very happy about, because like that's pretty cool. Come on, dude. I suck. Ooh. Oh, God. That's hard because you're going down so fast. Like shape casts. Yeah. Oh, damn. But like I wrote it years before shapecasts were a thing. The game actually could use shapecasts. But I would prefer not to because they aren't as good as my code. And the code is already quite fast. YouTube viewers, Twitch doesn't have the stuttering issues and is way more real time. It's more like a live stream. Oh, yeah! Let's go! Got all my moves in. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to switch back to 4K. We got to render good. Is it back? All right. That was annoying. It just died. The like why is it saying failed to update header? So this error just spams. What was the problem? Huh? 2 milliseconds improve. I don't know why the stream died. That could be an issue. Neither OBS nor Oven Media Engine crashed. They just stopped communicating correctly, and like OBS can't recover from that. The stream bitrate goes to 0. It still says it's streaming. It says it's recording, but it's not doing either. It doesn't try to reconnect or anything. When map fix? Nice spelling. Ugh. You can't paint with turbines on. Why? Oh, I see. It doesn't work. It's just a bird. Okay. So I didn't make a unit test. Right. Something I wanted to do was try building a version of the game. Oh my god. Where what is that? If the simplex is not coplanar, the face is invalid. Oh my god. It just crashed. It's really bad software. Any fail. Right. Let's try this one. And then build it. Strafe. Cargo build. Release. And good luck with that. And then I want to see if things happen. I want to see if I get a 0. $24. Holy smokes. All right, let's see. That's so cool. I can just play both games. Right. We wanna like make sure we get 0. I don't know what just happened. Do I need both of these? It was 0. Why don't I go to... Okay. Go to this line of code. Huh? 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 There it is. No, it's not. That one. There it is. And then... Oh, this is gonna print a lot, isn't it? But I only need to test it like once. Okay. Oh. Whatever. Please? Game. What do you mean? Oh, it's the same file. Okay. Okay, build it again. Do it again. Motions. I actually told the map maker to do this. To like make the text a different color so that it's clear that it's the typo is intended. I really like that. What's your 3x3 PB? Is that a map? I don't know what that means. Not gonna lie. Wait, 29583. Oh, that's my time, right? Ugh. If we go to the world records, scroll down, we're tied. Rubik's Cube. Oh. I don't know. It's probably like 3 minutes or something. I don't remember how to solve it anymore. I could probably do it. I don't have one handy. All of my Rubik's Cubes are like 4x4x4, 5x5x5, 7x7x7. And those ones are just like irritating to solve. They're just tedious. They're not more difficult. Well, there is one algorithm that's like 20 things long. Ooh, roasted me. This one's cool. I can click this button. It's like it's got a single point of rotation on the center, and then yeah, you get it. Hey, Tommy Prime, 34 months. Seems like just yesterday. Last time. It feels so often. Oh. Lag. I'm trying to think of a way to solve the strafe client bug. Whoa. Ooh. 0.2. Yeah, I just read that now. The YouTube stream is really delayed because it's in 4K. The Twitch stream is more like a live stream. So I just am I still running it? No. I discovered that yesterday I discovered that your contact distance when you touch something on the Shave client is not 0. You actually intersect with the object. So I can't rely on 0 time collisions to fix the bug. I would need something else. So now I'm thinking of trying to extend the concept of flush face transfer from within the same object. So like you have an object and there's 2 flush faces and you can transfer from one onto the other. Extend that concept to be between multiple objects. I don't know how to do that. So, okay. Calculating. That's a nice teleport. Early, yes. Oh, too low. Too low. I think you gotta go a little bit late. Because if you go at the bottom of the ramp, you really gotta reef it and it kind of messes up. Does world record go over that mountain? There's triggers on both sides. I don't know if I actually checked. That's a nice teleport. Okay, it goes like that. Oh, the world record does go from the very middle. So they just have a ton of speed. Interesting end to the map. I think it's cool. People who understand physics get a buff. Ooh. Okay, so pre-calculating a flush faces would be doable, but I don't like that. Like it would make the map preparation step annoying. So calculating on the fly. Wait a second. What the? Oh, someone tutorialed me. Who has admin? Get tutorialed, idiot. Surf during the workday. Zoxine said the same thing. Okay, time to work. Poor adults. Oh. What is that? Huh? Num 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 num. Nope. Go here. There are no repositories. That's a lie. Weird. What? Oh my god. So it's actually a closed pull request. I rejected this. I don't want this fixed. It introduced a new internal instruction. It does not solve the problem for transferring to adjacent objects, only on the same object. Honestly, all of the other ways to solve this are bad. Worse than this. Like, this is bad, but the other ones are worse. Like, there's a new way to do, like, you can start touching something, you can stop touching something, and then you can transfer. Brother, But it worked. Like, I would need to introduce yet another instruction if I wanted to transfer to other objects. And that sucks. Right. Well, why don't I rebase this and see what happens? Okay, what is this branch? Minkowski transfer. Minkowski. Say it right. Was this based on anything? I think there was other issues. All right, create branch. Minkowski transfer. 2. Fatal error. Lie. Game. Rebase. Fail. Yep. Oi. So what did I actually do? Cause like the code is just way different. It should say like the teeny weeny little change, right? Physics model. What file is this? Model. Real. Okay, so I change it to directed edge. So use head, directed edge, gabagoo. Predict collision. I believe that's in Minkowski now. Predict collision out. Real. Face out. Real. I directed edge. Wait, it's already directed. You what? Homely momely. Okay. So that's changed. Predict collision end. Face out edge. Oh. You good, bro? So did everything else go in easy? Does it build? Whoa! I didn't expect that. Let's see. Does it run? Will it blend? Okay. Here we go. Can I just walk over the edge? No. Why? That's the entire point of this, is to fix this bug, and it didn't fix the bug. Like, the point is to like brute force it. Oh, it didn't actually go in. Okay, I see. All right. What do you want? What do you want? Okay, it has different stuff. Okay. Ooh, good song. Use both, and then delete the bad one. And I believe this doesn't make any sense. Directed edge. Huh. Where is that? Model? I don't know. Map out edge. Weird. So basically I need it to be this code, but with this stuff. What is this else? Collision and collision transfer. Ooh, 0.6. That's not real anymore. All right, let's say use both. And then delete this code. Call this out edge. And then put the in the time. Real. 0. Game? Oh, it's the rest. Out edge. Directed as undirected parity. Sure, dude. D. I don't check the D values. I only check the yeesh. I guess that makes sense. Because you can't have two flush faces that are not at the same height on a single convex shape. Because it's inter? I don't remember. It's within the same object. Collision transfer. What is this? Not real. Huh? Minkowski face. Huh? Contact collision. Huh? Right. It's like kind of stupid. Right. So we got to do this crap. For real. What's up with that? For real. Got him? Okay. Now you. Oh, so this is collision. It's just adding this, right? Where's the... Uh-oh. It's just totally different code. I forgot. What does this do? Should advance body... Wait, did I add... Is that part of the... That's so nice. This advances imprecisely. So I have to add this to this somehow. This code isn't real. What it... Oh, it just doesn't... Okay, body equals. So should advance body is false, right? And this is like goober time. Good lord. So it's I can just bop it right here. Is that real? Can I just do that? Use head. Hey man, I don't want no trouble. It do nothing. Do not do like this. Contacts. It should just be going across the same schmodel, right? So then, oh god. Uh-oh. Okay, it wasn't... Yeah, collision transfer is the only thing added. Yeah, okay, so the code is just different. So we take head and just paste in the collision transfer code. Baba Booey. And then I have to figure out how it's different. Oh my god. No. 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 What is this? Minkowski face. DST face. What do you mean unknown? I believe it do like this. Okay, okay. What's up with that? Relative body, not real. Huh? Ah. Oh. Ah. Whoa. Ah. Oh. Ah. Right. There was a right. There was a thingy. Directed edge. Use directed edge. And then do it. Haha, yes. Into. Oh. I guess, bro. All right, all right, all right. What's up with this? Minkowski face. It's already there, my guy. All right. We got him. We got him, coach. Okay. Uh, yeah. 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 Ah. Wrong parody. All right, brother, man. All right, it just changes the parody. Use head. Boom. 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 Ah. Failed attempt to bypass bug. Into undirected. Ah. We can hold up. What even was changed here? Resolve. Oh my god. Face ND, face ND. Okay, we need to use a new code and fix it. Zero. My god. I believe I use head, but slap this. No. Okay. That's how we do. Ah, 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 okay. Does the code build now? What happened to the printy guy? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It should just work. The point of the code is that it's like forces the issue. Let's see. Wow! It fixed the bug! But then this still happens over here. Like I can bump my toe into the... Yeah, and then that happens. So basically this face is slightly lower than the one in front there. No, it's not. The game is just bugged. So that's what I was saying. Like it doesn't fix the actual issue. It's not a complete fix. Okay, so what I think is happening is that I'm actually just not at 0. Or maybe I am at 0. Right, this doesn't include the 0 time collision code. So like if I'm inside the face, this happens. If I'm at 0, this happens. Because it can't handle a 0 time collision. So it fixes the bug, this specific case. But that's it. What about, let's play ISO. So I can just like, whee, and I can just like, yeah, it plays a little bit nicer. But the cost is that the code is mega ugly. No way, bro. No way, bro. Bro, that's so ugly, bro. Equals. Yeah. I mean, it's a thing. But it doesn't fix a lot of the cases. Ooh. And like surface still broken. This is it's so stuck. I've dug myself in a hole. Did it go left? I don't remember what the world record does on this map. I think they went here, yeah. And I'm just not fast enough to do that. That is nice, to be able to walk to the edge and not fall through. Yeah, I'm just not fast enough to do that. What's another map? Clarion. Fixes the bug. But it also sucks. Cause it just like it only fixes one edge case of many. Oof. How do you do this? Alright. Maybe I should just work on transparency or something. That'd be fun at least. No. I gotta stick to it. Like, it's gotta be fixed somehow. If I want a game, I'm gonna have to fix it. So, I said I would work on it for like 2 months, and then what happened is I stopped streaming because I didn't feel like it. Like, what? Come on, do it. Like, there's a reason why it's work. What? Okay, what kind of? What if I like strip out? Ooh, what if I strip out some of the complexity? I am in the ground, bro. I thought all those bugs were gone. No, dude. Like, that surely isn't related to the code I just added, right? I thought I fixed all those bugs. That's another bug. Oh, no. That's the infinite loop bug. Well, no, it's the other bug. Yeah, it's this one. This bug. Also happens on bhop Clarion in the sewer stage spawn. Okay, it's a known bug. It's not a new bug. The number of bugs remaining are limited, but difficult. Fails to find the correct face. So it was easy to write this because predict collision face out knows which edge of the face you're exiting from, and it can just like traverse the mesh topology to find the next edge in that direction, and you just like move from this face onto that face within the internal representation. But for transferring to a different object, you don't actually know. So, okay, the whole point of this physics system is that it's exact, and that when you're standing on something, you're exactly standing on the surface. But that's not true. As we saw on Tuesday, you're actually intersecting a little bit or hovering a little bit most of the time. And it's only when you like in very specific situations, like you jump straight up and down, that it'll actually be correct. Shouldn't the math work out? Well, I guess. It's a radical, isn't it? Yeah, the time of collision is a radical. It's the root of a degree 2 polynomial quadratic formula. So I would need a more I would need more computer algebra system stuff if I wanted to do that. Okay, new idea. So right now, what I do is I pass a very precise time of collision into the collision start and collision end in the hopes that that will exactly represent the position. Now I'm thinking I should pass a trajectory. I'll just like use whatever stupid time, but I can like pre-solve the equations to like factor out the roots, like to like it'll like it's like a pre-substituted version of the solution. I'm gonna write this down. Hey, 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 hey. Body? So essentially, you would just replace the body. I could just no position. It's a position, a velocity, and a time. Yeah, that's a body. Replace giga time with a pre-substituted body. Is that spelling? Okay. Body. Substitute the polynomial roots t into the trajectory and simplify. What is it? An algebraic number? Is a root of a non-zero polynomial. Yes, sir. Into the trajectory. What's the thing? Extrapolate. There it is. Extrapolate exactly and pass the body. Did the R15 hacky work? I don't know. Resulting. So far, last time I checked, no. Fa. Oh, it's like over here. Eligibility. No, it didn't work. Yeah, I don't know how to trigger Roblox to like rethink it. So look. This is how the code works. So look, atomic internal destruction. So something happened in the physics, like you hit a wall or something. And if it's collision start, collision end, look at what it does. It replaces the body. So essentially, this would change to be like this. Body equals body. That's it. That would be what it does. Oh my. Oh my. Reach target velocity would do the same thing. So instead of time? It's a body? Interesting. That's so interesting. This advances imprecisely. You know, it could be precisely, though. Again to you. I could even, like, make this cool. That's cool, just cool. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So, how does that help? Right, so that gets me exactly on the surface. At least for flat surfaces. Gabagoo. So then, let's make a branch called... Did I actually create this? Substitute. Let's say... algebraic substitution body. We could also just say substitute body. Or like exact body or something. That'd be nice. Oh my god. Miss this type of coding. Just like insane in the membrane. Incoherent rambling. Oh, look at that. To do add gigatime. Body. So what's the difference between a body and a trajectory? So a body has position, time, velocity. A trajectory also has acceleration. But acceleration shouldn't be part of the persistent state. It's not, you don't like touch the ground and then remember that you're accelerating or something. It's calculated on the fly. It's not part of the physics state. And that fixed a bunch of bugs when I did that. The stream on YouTube is so laggy. Uh-huh. Yeah. But it's 4K. And yeah, that's the whole point, is that it's like a VOD. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. Walk state target. So, okay, if you think about this, what this is doing, reachable acceleration time. I'm wondering if we actually straight up do a body instead. Because, like, this one is unreachable. If we do, like, this body, then it has a timestamp. Yeah, dude. So it calculates the acceleration in time. But instead of doing like this, I can then substitute that into the equation, calculate the extrapolated position, and then just straight up return that position. But it's a little bit, you know. Okay. Cannot be dereferenced. Lie? Oh, it's like this. Okay, there we go. Time is body dot time. Cool. Looky trajectory. So look, I'm doing like time into. So this is a precise time. So body trajectory. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, trajectory dot extrapolated body time. Ratio dt. Boom. XD thumbs up. Real. So this is like better, but not fully. This is a cool idea. Oh my god, bro. So we have a trajectory, same deal, dt. Bow. Real. Super cool. What do you want? Underscore. Reach walk target velocity. Alright. Underscore. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my god. I just do this. Underscore. Body. What's up with this? No. Bum. State dot body. And then same thing here. And then same thing here. Done. Wow. So there's no extra goob. Wow. Wow. That was a really good idea. Oh. Uh. What about acceleration then? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is it used for? Dot acceleration, acceleration. Target acceleration. I just had an interesting thought. That's why my eyes widened. What if I replace the body with a body in the future? So I'm using it instead of collision start collision body. Oh, but then I need to mutate. Yeah, no, I would need to mutate. No, it doesn't work. I would like change the current body to exist in the future at the time of collision. No. And then I wouldn't need to pass it here. And then you would basically just reach time t equals 0 when you do the collision, and you would be your existence would be extrapolated into the past as you travel to the time of collision. But like that would only work if there is a collision. But like it still works. You can extrapolate into the future. That's really interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. What time? Oh, right. The death. 2 hours 30. It's kind of like I don't know. This is a good idea. I think this could solve my exact collision issues for I wonder if I pick a point that hovers over all voxels. Can I do something more complicated with the surf where like I okay, pre-constrain the velocity if I, yeah, no, I if I'm using which surfaces constrain the velocity, they can't be rejected, right? Isn't that like I swear I swear to God I've had that idea before. Surf. Moving mouse calls surf contact. Hey, idea. Think about constraining trajectories when the constraining velocity. That's cool. Surfing must work. True. Why like that seems obvious. The push solve on the new velocity, the ticked velocity determines which surfaces you're allowed to remove. Like obviously where is the push solve for the strafe tick? Help. Strafe tick. Alright. So, okay, it does cull velocity. Need to note which push planes activate in push velocity, no, in push solve, and keep those. Set velocity cull. Okay, so this is just like wait, what? Wait. Oh, I'm literally just not. Dot product is positive. Where's my code for this? Lobby. What's with all this stuff? Fix, surf, use push planes. Here it is. Okay, so this sets up a borrow checker telling us. Use push planes. Okay, hi. I have a new velocity and I want to constrain it by the current contacts and remove any contacts that don't actually constrain that velocity. Don't actually constrain that velocity. Don't actually constrain that velocity. Delete contacts which do not constrain the velocity. I can't believe it's this complicated. I'm using goddamn pointers. All right, let's rebase and go for gold. Woo! Okay. Does it build? It do build. Oh. Okay. Okay, Utopia. Yeah. It just doesn't work. I forget why. Like you just fall through, right? Yeah, you just fall through. It just doesn't work. Is it because it's in multiple spots? Set velocity call. Right here. Call velocity. Oh my god. So what I think is happening is it works on the first try, and then the next time you move, you're already moving parallel to the surface. So it's as if it's no longer a contact, right? And then that triggered my thought about trajectories, and like you're still gonna have acceleration, but I guess the acceleration is also called, but also it kind of doesn't matter. Like if you're actually just moving away from it, you're moving away from it. I forgot. Yeah, what a disappointment. Code disappointment. Okay, what about what about other things? I stayed up really late, not on purpose last night. Just like considering all sorts of things one can do to improve the speed of this. The main thing is if the Rust allocator trait is stabilized, then you can just like use a bump allocator for everything and it gets like 10 times faster. I was really into it last night. I'm kind of surprised that I was able to start working on stuff. And I actually had a good idea too. The body thing is pretty good. That's very interesting. It's I wonder if that would no. I could totally like pre-do it. Like when you run a physics tick, it would preload the extrapolated future body. Well, not extrapolated, the solved future body with a um is it extrapolated if it's backwards in time? Okay, well, like extrapolated backwards in time trajectory. Oh, would that mess up if your acceleration changes? Yeah, it would. Interesting. Interesting. Acceleration isn't persistent state, but yeah, that could freak out. That could freak out. If acceleration isn't persistent state, then that's a bad idea. Because it could just like change the acceleration and then you like teleport. Because it's in the future. There's all sorts of time travel issues with analytic state continuation with atomic state updates. If you provide a wrong timestamp, boom, time travel. If you do something out of order, boom, time travel. Good. Good. What if I do a rebase? Lifetimes. String interner. Bumpalo version. Let's go, baby. Wait, that doesn't work. Wait, what? Uh, yeah. So this goes far down, right? Oh, prereq. Oh, let's go. What is prop info fixes? Oh, that's some stuff. Okay. Wow. This is kind of tiny. Wow. Um. I actually figured it out, right? Pull request rejected. Fixed lifetime issues. What was that? Oh, it's there. Yeah, no, that's it. Nice. I actually figured it out. Okay. Ah, ma 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 ma. Real. So I create a branch. Whatever. Okay. Cherry pick. Literally, why don't I just cherry pick all these? Cherry pick. Go, my steed. Okay, well now comes the hard and annoying part. Yeah. What's up with this? Drop Euster. It's like, uh-oh. Wait, what's up with this? Oh, it's the wrong project. There you go, bud. Use head. Drop. So yeah. Oh wow. Where's the guy? Okay, there it is. Yeah. See ya. See ya, chump. Where's the bad? What's this? Hiding a lifetime is confusing. Real? Huh? Like this? I'm so confused. Impl iterator. Are we for real? Did I go back in time or something? What is this? Roblox down week. Ancestors of. Oh, it's here. Is that A? There you go. We got A. Yeah, we got A. Okay. Whoops. Okay, there you go. Yes, it is confusing. Okay. We go. So now the other CD get format and nothing works. Oh no. And then all is good. All is good. Continue. Keep going. Keep going. Right. This whole deal is a bit goobered. Let's see what the issues are. So that's just different code. Core. We'll start there, I guess. Okay, what the... yeah, no, it'd be nice to see. Okay, so... Oh my god! Property descriptors... DEDB. Do I... EBDBDE? Okay, that was good, okay. Find property descriptors. Is that the same thing? Maybe? I know for sure that we want left. But with... like some stuff. D-dum, DB-dum. E-B-D-B-D-E. So is that new? Who has dom? Domster. Property name. Find property descriptor. It's right here. That's here. So, okay, this is like this. Database class name. Oh. Dom. Domster D. Property name. D. D? Eh? This is the old way, and I kind of tricked it out there. So then now we need this stuff. DDB, EBDBDE, DD, DDB. Good job. I don't even know if this is necessary. Like, it's a shorter lifetime than the database. I suppose. I don't know. It used to work. Alright, you're GG, right? And then resolve. Oh, I could have done that from the beginning. Oh, it's like not real. Wait. Lib. What is this? File? What is that? Deserializer file. Huh? Oh, there's the file thing. I forgot. I forgot. I wanted to adapt it to do something else. It's kind of a small part of it. Oof. I forgot about this. Yeah, because this pull request depends on this thing that was um, rejected, I guess. It was a bad idea, which is why it was rejected. And I have an improved version now. Actually, what does it look like? I think I need to abort this. It is cool. I think it's super cool. How much? Yes. So, I mean, yeah, it's smaller than my other PokeQuest that's current, and it could probably be even smaller still. Prop info, no cow. So a lot of these were prop info 4, prop info 5. What is this? Refactor prop info. Oh, it's that one. Is that the one that was merged? 4, 5. Okay, like this is just historical now. Like we can see the future. It's okay. It's okay. Ay ay ay. Prop info 2, failed experiment. It's pretty cool. Ay ay ay. Prop info. Add cool people. Dom Strong is that far down? Holy. I heard there was a Roblox Studio Patcher. I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't know what that does, even has internal permission. I'm not a big Roblox guy. I'm trying to get away from Roblox. Unsuccessfully, thus far. Is this after or before? Oh, I guess how far down is that? Chunks? Yeah. Chunks. Yeah. Do you work on projects that aren't on Roblox? I mean, this is technically one of them. It's to do with Roblox. It's decoding Roblox file format. It's not affiliated with Roblox in any way. It's an open source project. Oh my god. Did I add the thing to the thing? Edit. Haha, everything is to do. The stream description. Thinking stream. Mostly playing surf and thinking about how to fix the fall through the ground bug. Ground bug. Save. Nice job. Okay. Keep up the good work. Let's go. So what was my newer one? It's called Rayon. Rayon AI. Do not pre-allocate. What's the only? What's this? Document it. Does this? Which one builds? What the hell is this? Oh, that's done, right? $113 branches. Surely, yeah. Let's go. Why do I have a branch? Document it. Okay, is this real? Does this build? No. Bro. Help. Zero copy. Use new type buffer to achieve what? When was this? Who wrote this code? Chunk builder. A new type of right. Stupid. That was dumb. Rayon 2. Git. Oh my god. Okay, does this work? Game? Well, apparently it does. Chunks. Ooh, chunks. Into iterator. Okay. Right. Yeah, so this is to do don't expect chunks to be in particular order. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is better than what I had, the decompressed file thing. I should use this instead. So what is going on here? Oh, right, that whole business. Yeah, so this is like some goofy goober code here. And I think I should just totally remove it. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Not bad. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that it's using a reader. The chunk parsing would be way nicer with a byte slice. You could zero copy. Like, you literally need to copy the entire file from the very beginning to use this. Or to do decompression in parallel, rather, you need to copy the entire file. I don't know. I'm not as into this as I was last night. I was thinking for like 3 hours about allocators and string internment. Cool stuff like that. Yeah. This library is such a distraction from the thing that I'm trying to work on. Right. I stopped working on the strong types decoder because I couldn't figure out how to make it perfect. And so I made this imperfect Rayon decoder that was like 40% faster, but only because it allocated it in parallel. Like, none of the other tricks mattered. And so in the end, the thing that will make the biggest difference is Rust stabilizing the allocator trait and then using a custom allocator in all of the internal types and stuff. So like an arena, how does an arena allocator work? How does arena allocation work? How does it like deal with fragmentation? Why don't I like use the dumb machine? Any day. How do arena allocators deal with heap fragmentation? For example, Thunderdome. Wait, why is it half speed? Do I have like something using a bunch of VRAM? Who did this? Firefox? Oh, that's a lot of stuff. It's running at half speed. Usually it runs at 16 tokens. Arenas inherently reduce fragmentation. What? No individual deallocation. Oh, there isn't deallocation. Wait, really? Oh, I must have understood. Wait, what's the difference between arena allocator and bump allocator then? dun. What's the difference between arena allocators and bump allocators? Let's do arena allocator versus bump allocators. Arena slash bump. Arena. Bump. Bump my fist. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, what's the difference between arena allocators and bump allocators? Blah, 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 blah. Slab. No deallocation is supported. Wait, so is Bumpalo an arena allocator because it supports deallocation? And like, that's the difference? Is that it becomes an arena allocator when you can deallocate? Individual free, okay. Oh. Oh. Wait. So it doesn't work? You can't use an arena allocator as a backing for a Rust standard library vec because it will try to deallocate and you can't do that. I guess you can just like do nothing. I guess that works. Okay, so a bump allocator is a type of arena allocator. It could have just said that. A bump allocator is a type of arena allocator. And my question would have been answered. All right, bruh. Huh. Okay. Okay. So arena allocators are all about like making complex features on top of very thin abstractions and getting as far as you can while keeping it really fast. But then like why isn't the slab allocator fast? Why isn't OS allocation fast then? My god. Well, I guess because it's not an arena allocator. It's a general purpose allocator with like freeing and stuff. But wait, slab. I'm confused. Is a slab an arena allocator? Slab and arena allocator. No. This thing keeps coming up. The arena allocator. Holy. Oh man. Uh Last thing I saw, it was like pretty close. Or like it was like doing stuff. Yeah, look at that. Allocator. Okay, what about allocator stabilize? Stabilize allocator for real, for real. Whoa. Holy. Is it real? Off topic. What's happening? The new design needs some time to bake. The new design? What new design? So they tried to merge it, and then people had a huge argument, and then they made a new design. So the cycle continues. XD. Oh. Hi. Unresolved questions about. Wait, yesterday? Ever gain a generic parameter? Oh god. Oh my god. Explicit negative impl. Interesting. Orphan rule. Can you solve that without an explicit negative impl? Probably not, because then people would have done it if it's that simple. Oh my god, this guy is just like, what if you add a generic parameter? What am I looking for? Where's the Where's the new design? So hey, on Zulip channel June 1st. July. Alright, freak. How long have you been using J? I don't actually know for sure. Oh, that was June. June 1st. There it is. It is June 1st. The discussion continues. Let's see. Oh, how could I know? Pacman date package first installed. Pacman log, right? Yeah. So check the log, bruh. Pack utils. I will build my own. Nice. A year at least, I would say. I was using Hyperland before that. No, I was using Sway before that, and then Hyperland before that. And then XFCE before that. And then KDE before that. And then Windows. DWM. All right, this. What new design? What's the new design? Oh wait, is there an update of the crate allocator API 2 updated 8 months ago? Hui. Changelog, that looks nice. Let's go there. Wow. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen. So I could. That'd be so fun. God. You know what would work is a lint that prevents you from not specifying the allocator. But well, I guess I'm trying to think of how do you like explicitly not depend on the global allocator by default. Like you don't implicitly depend on any. How do you prove that? Seems, yeah. Default generic arguments is like kind of a mistake. What food did I buy at the store? Alright, ain't gonna happen. How do arena allocators? Yeah, not supported. Life cycle scoping. Yeah. Free lists. Near zero overhead. Holy moly. Scoped arena semantics. Non-owning references. Wait, without lifetimes. Right, it's right. That's right. Yeah, it's generational. Within a scope. Scope ends. No heap fragmentation. That's crazy. It's pretty cool.